Hello everyone. Today is Friday, July 28th, 29th, 2023. We are on the shores of Lake Minnetonka in the city of Excelsior, Minnesota. We're gonna walk around this boat dock area along the south shore here and then walk through the town and take a look. I have not really spent much time in this area, so it's all going to be pretty new to me. I hope you enjoy the walk. The time I have spent in this area was about 4 or 5 years ago. There was a event in the winter called Ice Castles, where in this space here they built ice castles in February. These massive ice structures that you could walk through and play in, and they were all lit up. Very cool thing that they do every year here in Minnesota. I think it's moved to a different area, maybe New Brighton or one of the other suburbs. It's a beautiful, warm, hot day out here on the lake. About 90 degrees. A little bit humid, but not too crazy. Lakeside sculpture there. On Wednesday, I was in the Highland Bridge area of St. Paul. When I was walking around there, I was talking about the bus routes to get out here and how this area would be accessible from Minneapolis, where I live. And I looked into it a little further, and I think the closest you can get is about Minnetonka High School, which is what I thought, and you could ride a bike from there. Or you can take a bus to the North Shore of Wayzata, which I've never been to, and we'll have to walk around someday. I think pre-COVID there used to be a bus line that came out here, but it was cut when they cut a bunch of lines during the pandemic, and because ridership hasn't returned to those previous levels, it is still a line that is not in service. Looks like at this dock there's some little charter cruises and Lady of the Lake. Looks like a riverboat type cruise. Private cruises and sightseeing tours. A few different companies offering those sort of services. Alan Alma's Paradise. This is the port of Excelsior. And these are the public municipal docks. There's another Minnesota-based YouTuber who I believe has done some videos of boat tours across the lake. I think his name is Vibe with Mike. He's Duluth-based, I believe. And I think he has a video taking a boat exploring the lake via the water. I think I see that one on a while back. Have not watched it recently. Worth checking out if you want to see some of the views from the lake itself. Yeah, let's go check out the little town. Information on the history of Excelsior.
Oh, water!
It's empty. Walking tour. Nope. Nothing in there. So it looks like there used to be an amusement park on the shoreline here. In Excelsior, the Excelsior Amusement Park. It's like a big roller coaster. Minnetonka. Before we head to the town, I have to look at this Sebastian Joe's little ice cream shack. Tommy's Tonka trolley. This is a cute little spot to walk up to and get ice cream or a treat.
So they have raspberry chocolate here.
All right, let's head inland and see what we see. Haskell's. I believe that brand had a liquor store in Highland Park where we were yesterday or Wednesday. They did not believe they had the outdoor seating like they do at this one. They might have a to-go bottle shop where you can have the licensing to drink it on the patio. Lago Tacos. Looks like another ice cream shop across the street, Licks Unlimited. Excelsior Bay Books bookstore. I did see when I was reading up on the city of Excelsior that there used to be a music venue over. I think it's in an area that we'll walk to if we have time today, that artists such as the Beach Boys and the Rolling Stones had played at back in the either 50s or 60s to crowds of a few hundred people. So these bands that went on to see massive success had played these shoreside concerts at this venue along the side of the lake. Coalition is another one that has locations in the Twin Cities, so that's at least 3 spots so far we've seen that has another location within the cities itself. So you have Coalition, Lago Tacos, Haskell's, and then Sebastian Joe's. All 3 little local companies that have spots out here too. Antique store. The old Johnson Seahorse. Another antique store there across the street. And a tractor. So it's nice little boutiques and clothing stores across the street. This new chain that's been popping up around the cities. I think they have 3 or 4 locations now. Nautical Bowls. There's one on the University of Minnesota campus. They did a pop-up at my work a few weeks back to share, to try to build some interest in it. Like acai bowls, things like that. Sidewalk closed. Is this what's going to be built here? 1 West Drive, 11 row homes, 4 3-bedrooms. Not sure how that's going to fit right here. 1 West Drive. Huh. Might be somewhere else. Ace General Store. CBD and wellness spot. So I think I'll probably turn back towards the lake and head back in that direction here in a minute, because it's looking like getting into grocery stores, and then I know Highway 7 is a few blocks away from there. I don't think there's too much to see on the other side of that, to my knowledge. You can see the Excelsior water tower in the distance. Alright, we're gonna head back on this side, but we'll probably take a turn to go a little bit different direction, and then walk along the lakeside a little bit, up towards that area where I believe that music venue used to be, but is gone. Apparently in the past there used to be a lot more resorts and along the waterfront. Hennepin County Library, Excelsior branch. Bike path. Walking tour isn't in there, but it's says you can contact them there for a refill or to download. Nice little boathouse themed little free library. The Excelsior streetcar line. It's about a 15-minute ride, I believe. I have not ridden the Excelsior line. I have ridden the one over by Como and Lake Harriet. It's a fun one. I think the lines used to at one point connect to each other, so people of Minneapolis could take the trolley out here and enjoy the lake. Fun games to play outside of the museum, or not museum, library. Here's the Excelsior and Lake Minnetonka Historical Society Museum, which I believe is a museum related to the streetcars. Open Saturdays 11 to 3 p.m. There's a dog barking at me. Excelsior Brewing Company. I'm walking in front of cars. Shaded patio to drink a nice beer, enjoy the space. Really nice walkable area, still very car focused, and the streets are meant to have parking so you can drive out here, as it is a place that isn't accessible by bus. Masonic Lane next to the Masonic Temple. Hi, kitty. She's scared. How you doing, kitty? What's up, cat? There's just a cat hanging out here. You'd be interested to see what these streets look like during the winter. Obviously a really nice space, clearly upkept. This area is kept up really well. It's clean. Feels like a kind of resort town type place. Interested to see what the streets and what this area looks like in winter. It's probably a little slower, and my guess is there's less people using the lakes, but there are some just incredible homes along the sides and shores of this lake. If anyone who is watching is familiar with Excelsior or this area and has any fun stuff to add, please do so in the comments. Let me know what we should be checking out, what I missed, what I walked right by. Tell me all about it. I love learning more about these places and love hearing from people who are watching the videos. It's always great to get some feedback and learn more about this place, this state that we live in. Lake House in Excelsior. Looks like a new building coming in. Driving in the convertible, listening to Tom Petty. That's a whole vibe. Looks like that's the way to get back to 7 East, which would take you back to Minneapolis. The freeway, highway, whatever it's called. Road. Right. Looks like some sort of a veterans park. Uh-oh. Oh no. I feel like this is probably a very popular city for vacation rentals. I do know a lot of, well, I guess I don't know a lot of people, but I do know some people who frequent the lake here, go boating and water skiing, wakeboarding, all that good stuff. The water recreation on the lake. Nah, apparently the lake can get pretty crowded on weekends in the summer. There's like I guess a beach out there, or an island that people pull their boats up to, and it can get pretty rowdy. Never been on a boat on Lake Minnetonka though. Maybe one day I'll rent one and go out there. It says this sign across the street, Excelsior Flats, 17 condominiums ranging from 2 to 6 million. It does not say when that it's planned for. Let's check out Maynard's. This looks like a private place, so I'll probably have to stay back because I don't really want to record people on private places, because that's where you end up getting kicked out. Really massive parking lot. It's got to be a big place. Live music out here on the deck, I guess. Maynard's bag toss. Looks like a busy restaurant patio on the lake here. Looks like a really nice spot. Great views. Nice lake air coming off. Lake breeze. Actually, it looks like there is boat parking here, so these people are coming up on their boats, tying the boat up to the dock, and you can just walk right up onto the patio, grab a meal, go right back out on the lake. Guys, it is the greatest place to play bags in the entire Midwest. Wow. Looks like this path goes to nowhere. At one point maybe it went somewhere, but yeah. It'd be nice if there was a lakefront walk. A little bit of bike parking if you ride your bike out here. Hopefully the artists or record labels whose music has been playing in the background there are not too strict about copyright and don't get my videos taken down. Occasionally I'll get a notification from YouTube saying that some of the music in the background of the video was flagged for a copyright strike and it is blocked in a certain area or just has to be fully taken down. Maybe that's where the streetcar line is turning around. This is a bike path. Let's take the bike path, the regional trail. I've been down this road in a car before, but haven't been on this area on bike or on foot. If you enjoy browsing incredible homes on Zillow, you can search this area: Lake Minnetonka, Excelsior, Wayzata, then Shore View might be what it's called. Deep Haven, I believe, is an area. You can look at some of the listings, and there are some just gorgeous homes for upwards of $10-15 million that are beautiful. Some of them are massive. Yeah, so here's a different city. So we're Excelsior, there's Deep Haven up here, and then Wayzata. I think there's a bus that I believe goes up to Wayzata and comes down here and will take you to this area, Minnetonka Beach, which maybe I'll go check that out someday, and we can see these spots that are accessible by bus. So maybe you're visiting the Twin Cities and don't have a car and you have time to take an hour-long bus ride out, and you can see what's up there. I would like to see a bus come back to this area, because I do think this is a gorgeous area. Lots of nice stuff. If someone doesn't have the ability to ride a bike out here or drive a car, I think that this beautiful part of our state should be accessible to those people. As much as I love Bremakasca and Lake Harriet, Lake of the Isles, Nokomis, and some of the lakes within the city, it's just a little bit bigger out here, and the energy is just a little different. I hope you're all enjoying the walk, and I thank you for watching the video, and thank you for being part of the channel. Who knows what this area will look like in 5, 10, 15, 20 years. Will YouTube be around in 20 years? Will YouTube be around in 50 years? If it is, I hope that there's potential for people to see what these spaces were like in 2023 and compare them with how they are in 2040, 2050, 2080 out there as the future comes, and who knows what happens to the shoreline and what kind of developments come in here. And maybe someday there'll even be, dare I say it, light rail that brings people out here. Can you imagine? I think it'd take a lot for light rail to find its way out here, but we'll see. Greenwood Marina. So the ski wakeboard boats, some small to mid-sized yachts, and very nice boats along the lake. People leaving their fishing trash out, just like you see in the cities proper. You are now entering Excelsior Bay. The Paragon. It looks like he is gonna have a great day. Go enjoy that water. Some bigger boats as you go into the marina here, but there are trees blocking many of those off. As you saw as we walked up here, that trail is lined with trees. I don't know if that's necessarily to make the trail feel more enclosed or if it is to give added privacy to the private dock over here. I suppose it would be pretty thin right now. This is Greenwood, city on the lake. Greenwood Marina. St. Albans Bay Villas of Greenwood Marina. Looks like some rentals. So we're gonna head down this way. But first I want to see what this big sign that says Saturday, August 5th, this road. And find out what is happening next weekend. So it says Tour de Tonka, August 5th, this road, 9 o'clock to 1 o'clock, which means the road will probably be closed or they'll be slowing for what sounds like a bike race. Wonder if these are vacation rentals, or some of these look like just full live-in homes. Others look like something that would be more of a vacation rental, but who knows? Theater parking, cast and crew restaurant, and the Old Log Theater. They have a massive amount of parking here. Oh my God. So I do believe that it was somewhere in this area that what used to be a popular music venue in this area was located. So maybe it was in this building or over here somewhere, which has since been removed. I want to say I read that it had been taken down. Let's see what's over here. 4 to 10, not quite open yet. I think based on my estimate, it's probably about 2:45. I've been walking for about 50 minutes, and I think I got here right around 1:50. Lots of nice stuff around here. Really gives that resort town feel. Feels very vacation-esque. Used to spend some time in the shore of Lake Tahoe during the summers, and many of these areas give me a similar energy to that. Let's see where this road takes us. Doesn't feel like there's going to be much public access out here, so probably walking on asphalt to see more asphalt. Gorgeous homes. Really nice lakefront properties. Yeah, this all looks private, so I'm gonna turn back here. Hopefully I can walk out on the dock at the marina up ahead. Some of these homes you can just see just have incredible views of the lake. You see they have large open windows going towards that lakeside, so probably incredible sunsets as we are facing to the west year round. Even during winter you can get a beautiful sunset when it's -10 or whatever. And these homes are obviously very nice, very large, incredible homes. But as you continue around Lake Minnetonka, heading around Minnetonka Boulevard and head to some of these other areas, the houses can get even more extravagant and large. So another little change up from our typical urban walk, where I do mostly share Minneapolis, sometimes St. Paul. You know, we've headed out to this nice suburb and place where some of the people from Minneapolis and St. Paul go to play. I'm always drawn towards the large buildings, the new developments, the skyscrapers, but it's important to remember that even places like this change over time, and what looks one way today might look different in the future. And then we've created relevance to this video and this channel, and added to that purpose of partially why I do this. Excelsior Bay Harbor Clubhouse. Bayside Marine. Private slip. Tonka built docks, boathouses, and lifts. Little flat boat there. Early weekend boat traffic starting to pick up. These are the back sides of those homes that we were just walking by. I think we made it out to about this point before we turned back. Ooh, it is heating up. Feels like it has raised at least a few degrees since I started walking. I'm wearing long pants and shoes, so feeling that heat. But it is a gorgeous day. And despite the heat, I am grateful to be able to have this afternoon and this time to enjoy a space like this and see this part of the world, see something that hopefully others are interested in and wanting to see for themselves. checking out, emptying some ballast or whatever, probably after riding around on the lake. I believe these spots where you put your boat, it's called a slip. Wonder what a slip, if that's the correct term for it, for the summer costs at a prime location dock marina like this. Walking through spider webs, that one hasn't been touched for a while. All right, we're gonna start heading back towards Excelsior now. Thought about going over towards that Greenwood Marina on the other side that we could see from under the bridge. But looking at the time, it's already been about an hour and 6 minutes, it says. Probably take another 15-20 minutes to walk over there and back. Not sure my phone has that much battery life in it. I'm not sure I have that much energy out in this heat in it. So around the Twin Cities, you see a lot of electric vehicles, Tesla, Rivian, Genesis, all these different Chevy, Volt, all these different companies releasing electric vehicles. Is there this might not make sense, but is it with you know, the water or whatever, but are there electric boats like that where you have these passenger boats that people can go play on lakes with a electric engine in? Is that a thing that I just don't know about? Some of these boats are putting off some stinky fumes. Has me thinking if that's a thing, which I'm sure someone has already thought through it. I'll probably take some time to look around, Google it a bit when I get home, learn a bit more about that. But the electric boat, you hear about electric cars, electric motorcycles now. I've not heard about electric boats or personal watercraft yet. All right, well, as we head back, I just want to say thank you again, as I probably have a couple times already. Thanks for watching the video, especially if you made it this far. Thanks to anyone who's liking, subscribing to the channel, adding any information in the comments or in my email inbox, which you can find my email address at my creator or homepage or whatever it's called there. Yeah, I'd like to explore this area more. I don't know too much about it. Gorgeous space. Now, what if we saw on a portion of the shoreline of Lake Minnetonka a development similar to what they're putting together in St. Paul, where it's these 4 to 5 story apartments and townhomes, accessible by public transit. You can have walking distance to commercial space, walking distance to restaurants, cafes, hair salons, anything you could need within walking distance, and then connections to bus line that can take you to those less frequent needs that you have. Now, having all that with access to this gorgeous lake would be amazing. I think there are some apartments that I saw up here and some that look more like vacation rentals, but also look like they were having some plans to build more of those here in the $2 to $6 million condos here across the way, but it doesn't quite check the same boxes that Highland Bridge is going to be checking. Maynard's. Save big money at Maynard's. This place is popping. There is just a flow of people coming through the parking lot into that Maynard's spot. clearly a very popular place for people to grab an afternoon meal or drink or whatever they're having here in Excelsior. No walking. The guy's talking on the phone. I thought he was talking to me. Excelsior Bay Gables. There's this building here, which I don't know if that's permanent residence or those are vacation rentals, or if they're permanent rentals that people rent out for vacation rentals or what, but my guess is the views on the other side of there are fantastic. Probably a lot of traffic with people going in and out of Maynard's, but if that's something you can live with on your lakeshore property, I'm sure you'll take it. Because in these spaces, you definitely have the ability to walk to most everything you need here in Excelsior. They have all this lakefront stuff, the tennis courts here. I believe that's all their private property. It looks like it's not accessible from this side. They have those boat docks, slips, I believe they're called. And this private lakeside walk. The gimbal's starting to feel kind of funky, so I think that battery might be struggling a bit. We'll see. I am going to be cutting it off here soon either way. Looks like this is a restaurant. You see there's ketchup and mustard on the tables, which is, having those ketchup and mustard caddies is a good sign that it's not just a beer and wine spot.
You guys pick one.
You're welcome. You don't have to. You really want to.
Kids, look at that. Real fruit there.
You can mix it up.
Make some salty caramel.
Look, they've got Bailey's chocolate chip. Bailey's chocolate chip. Chocolate chip cookie dough. Ooh, excellent.
Caramel, bananas, and chocolate chip.
I love this little ice cream Tommy's Tonka trolley. Very cute little spot. All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and cut off the video here. Probably walk up to this art feature that's up ahead, take a look at that, and then cut us off. Thank you to everybody for watching the video. I always appreciate your support, your likes, your comments, your emails, your subscriptions, sharing the videos with your friends. Any comments and feedback is always appreciated. Thank you so much for watching the video today. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Whatever day it is that you are watching this, it's currently a Friday here. I'm going to do my best to have a great weekend. I hope you do the same. Thank you and take care. I'll give you a minute to just enjoy the quiet lakeside scene before I cut you off here. Let's put you over by the Lady of the Lake. All right, thank you. I'll give you probably 2 or 3 minutes here, just enjoying the views and the quiet. Life is good. Enjoy it.